Unbroken is a biography by Laura Hillenbrand about the life of Lou Zamborini and his journey from being an Olympic runner to a bomber in the Air Force, to a POW in Japan for 3 years during World War II, to an alcoholic with PTSD, and later becoming a Christian and a guest speaker at schools, churches, and conferences, speaking about his experiences as a POW and how he made it through those tough times. Lou Zamborini was an incorrigible delinquent as a child. As a teenager, he channeled his defiance into running, discovering a prodigious talent that carried him to the Berlin Olympics in 1936. When World War II began in 1939 and Pearl Harbor was attacked in 1941, the athlete became an airman, embarking on many successful missions. But on a doomed flight in May 1943, due to the plane's conditions, Lou and his partners crashed into the Pacific Ocean during a rescue mission. Against all odds, Lou survived, adrift on a foundering life raft with low supply of food and water. Ahead of Lou lies thousands of miles of open ocean, leaping sharks, thirst and starvation, and enemy aircrafts. After 47 days adrift, Lou and Phil spot land. They were captured and taken to the island of Kwajalein, also known as Execution Island. After being on Execution Island for several weeks, barely being fed and held in small cells separately, Lou and Phil were split up when being transported to a POW camp. Lou was taken to Afuna in Tokyo. The POW camps were brutal, and although the Red Cross organization was sending food to them, the Japanese would take the food for themselves and would beat anyone who spoke back to them. Lou was often beaten, especially by an army sergeant, Mitsuhiro Watanabe. At one point, Lou, for not cooperating, was forced to be punched in the face by every prisoner in the camp.
Sir, we cannot do that.
Rebekah! Do it. Do it, sir. Come on. Just get over it.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him! Next! Come on. Come on. Next! Okay, come on, sir. Come on. Hit hard! Come on! Hit me!
Most men in the camp were on the verge of death due to starvation, diseases, and beatings. Lou survived despite being pursued by the sadistic guard Watanabe. When Lou arrived home after 3 years, he began drinking to block the memories of Watanabe's beatings and his pain of being a POW. Lou Zamborini's story is a story of being unbroken, and how no matter the torture and pain he was put through, he never gave in. He stayed strong and never gave Watanabe the pleasure of seeing him weak. No matter how hard he was hit, he always stood up straight and took it. But soon after Lou became an alcoholic, he became a Christian and gave up drinking and lived to be 92 years old. I believe this story of Lou Zamborini is worth sharing because he shows success, determination, strength, hope, and forgiveness throughout the story. This story of Lou Zamborini is the definition of resilience and has inspired me and many others to be a strong person even though we may be having a hard time. Our own will and want holds amazing strength over our future and determines if we are able to push through the tough times and come out a better person. I made it this far and refused to give up because all my life I had always finished the race. Lou Zamborini.